Hi there. Occasionally we get the question, at which age does a child get to choose where they want to live, with which parent they want to live? Hi, I'm Jim Kraayeveld, founder and lead attorney at Kraayeveld Family Law. Michigan says that there is no specific age, unless you want to say, well, once they become an adult. So at age 18, they get to choose because they're an adult. Other than that, there is no set age. Now, MCL 722.23 requires the court system to look at the best interest factors, of which there are 12. One of those is the reasonable preference when the child is of sufficient age. So that's sort of the standard for that best interest factor. Reasonable preference is not the little 4-year-old saying, I want to live with mom, I want to live with dad. It's a reasonable preference. So it's based on their maturity. When it says of sufficient age, yes, judges, there's case law out there that says that judges can interview these children when they're 6, 7, 8 years old and fairly young. So reasonable preference where that best interest factor is going to be given more weight is when the child is older. So of course, the more mature the child is, the older the child is, the more weight the court is going to give that factor. The court has to look at all of the best interest factors, but can weigh one more heavily than the other. If you have a 16 or 17-year-old who's mature, can explain why they have a preference, that's going to be given far more weight than a little 5-year-old. Sometimes the friend of the court will interview children as part of a custody investigation where the children will be able to state their preference. One thing I wanted to note, the preference that the child states is told to the friend of the court caseworker or told to the judge outside of the presence of the parents. So typically a parent will produce the child for either the friend of the court caseworker to meet with or for the judge to talk to. But that is done in a separate room outside of the presence of the parents so that the kids can have a neutral setting, not being influenced by either parent. Sometimes judges will find out that parents bribe them or promise them certain toys or gifts in order to say, yeah, I want to live with mommy or daddy. That is not a good thing to do, and it usually comes out in the judge's decision or the referee's decision, whoever's actually trying the case or hearing the case and then issuing a decision. So don't do that. If you think that you're going to want the court to listen to what your child has to say, you're going to have to let your attorney know that so that they can let the court system know when you're in that hearing, evidentiary hearing or trial, dealing with custody, yes, I want the judge, yes, I want the friend of the court to meet with my child and get their input. Hope that was helpful. Until next time, take care.